Hi, welcome and welcome back to Tuning into the One and for Better Living Now, the place and the space that's all about uplifting our life journeys and creating better options and choices when it comes to our relationships and our personal and professional lives. My name is Milan, and I have a profound passion to help inspire and create more prosperity and happiness in life. I have a powerful purpose to brighten up life and lives. That's what this channel is dedicated to. And a driving desire to manifest more joy and freedom when it comes to our lives, to be able to harmonize our life success with our life fulfillment. So today is from the For Better Living Now side of the family channel. And today's video is all about the quantum success breakthrough method. This is a compelling approach to break through our barriers, our blind spots, our obstacles, our blocks, and our baggage in life, and to invite in more and more of what truly matters most to us, our deepest dreams, desires, and successes, and to be able to attract them into our lives as soon as possible, without wasting more years or waiting decades with those old trial and error hit and miss approaches, and without more cycles of stress, shame, anxiety, failure, despair, without growing more depressed, disconnected, crushed, broken, burned out, overwhelmed, devastated, and disheartened. And this happens again and again in our life journeys. And if that's the case, well, then in a nutshell, if life situations and relationships are serving up too much of what you don't want, and you got to keep putting out the fires internally and externally, instead of inviting in more and more of everything you do want and desire into your life, then that's what this is all about. The quantum success breakthrough method, taking our heart space, our deepest desires, magnetizing attraction, and supercharging our ability to get there quicker, better, and easier. Opening up doors of new opportunities and possibilities, aligning the Rubik's Cube of life, fixing and filling in the missing pieces, and doing it one piece, one part, and one day at a time. So just imagine what it would be like if you could wake up every morning feeling excited, inspired, energized, motivated, and revitalized. When it comes to life, when it comes to work, when it comes to your future, when it comes to your relationships. What's the secret in this method? There's really no magical secret. It's a unique approach with powerful tools using a dynamic technique inside of simple, easy-to-use steps, all in one place and all in one method. The quantum success breakthrough method is for those of us who've experienced feeling, again, lost, devastated, demoralized at some point in our lives while keeping company with loneliness, despair, defeat, and failure. Instead of growing more love, health, wealth, strength, faith, joy, happiness, and success. Or for when we're not feeling fully alive and fulfilled, like there's something missing personally or professionally in our life's current situations and relationships, and there's that longing, that yearning for something more to walk into our lives as soon as possible. And then maybe on the outside and the inside, we're telling ourselves and others, you know what, I'm fine, life is good, while feeling very differently inside. So what makes this method very different is that it's easy to use this potent 5-step approach. And you start with the core pieces, which are designed to meet you right where you're at right now. What that means is that it's a very straightforward approach with uniquely signature, tailored, step-by-step pieces and parts inside of a dynamic, powerful method that's easy to put into action. It's dynamic, it's unique, it's powerful. So what makes it dynamic, unique, and powerful is that it's interactive and integrated. That means we can customize it and tailor it to us to meet us right where we're at today with our given situations, circumstances, and places and spaces. It's user-centric, so we get maximum value, benefits, and results, meaning we want to get a lot of quick wins while we set ourselves up for long-term success. So it takes a unique signature approach to easily bring out the core clarity and vision of our deepest and dearest heart space desires, and then we get that mapped out with planning and direction. And then we upgrade that with powerful tools and techniques so we can harness the full power of dynamic tools and synergized techniques so we know how to magnetize, supercharge, and accelerate attracting in what we say we want most as soon as possible into our lives. Then we take that deep core clarity that we have in our signature blueprint and we upgraded it with those powerful tools and skills, and then we put it all inside of simple, easy-to-use steps so we can get breakthroughs in days and weeks and months, not years or decades or someday, which may never come. And we'll know that it'll work for us if we want to propel ourselves today, tomorrow, and soon and rocket and launch our life into new opportunities and possibilities? Do you want to grow more clear, capable, confident, competent, and empowered? Do you want to start using accelerated attraction techniques and optimal performance tools? Do you want to stop wasting time and start dissolving barriers and myths that are stopping you or holding you back? Do you want to clear out the baggage while building more life inspiration and resilience on the path that you're taking? And do you want to make room for more and more of your dreams to walk into your life better, easier, and quicker than you ever thought possible before? So if this isn't calling to you so far at this point, then it's probably not a great fit. It just isn't the best fit for you. If it is calling to you, then just know that this will deliver exactly how to break through the barriers, the blind spots, the obstacles, the blocks, and the baggage, and help design and build and invite in all of our deepest dreams, desires, and successes to manifest more of them into our lives as soon as possible. What's inside the method is 5 powerful steps, 4 core life signals, and 7 key core pieces that we'll cover right now. Step 1 in the method is the clarity of our vision. That's the blueprint. We want to get that blueprint so we're aligned in terms of knowing what we want. So what this method delivers is a master blueprint with mapping and planning and strategic actionable steps. These are uniquely fashioned by us, for us, to manifest our desired signature situations, outcomes, and dreams that we have. And we're going to be doing it by design, on purpose, and with passion, so that all of our signature puzzle pieces of our life are mapped out with that core clarity. So we take all of our life puzzle pieces mapped out so our visioning has planning, details, and direction. And so all of our signature success puzzle pieces come together in a big picture personalized blueprint with a complete roadmap of what lies ahead on the direction we want to take. Step 2, magnetizing and supercharging attraction to accelerate inviting in our dreams. And why this is so important is because in life, our energy is usually dispersed, scattered, and not focused. It's all over the place for all of us. We're all 100% energy, but we don't know how to tap into it, use it, and focus it to manifest better, easier, and quicker. With this method, we'll be using magnetizing and supercharging alignment techniques that will align our energy, that'll energize our desire, that'll magnetize our vision that we did in step 1, and it'll supercharge our attraction so we can move powerfully forward. Step 3, upgrading our tools and skills and leveling up our plans, actions, and successes. This is usually where, when it comes down to manifesting stuff into our lives, that's where the rubber meets the road. And why this is so important is because we end up spending so much time trying to figure out, plan out, map out, and make sense of what's going on in our lives on our trial and error, hit and miss experiences and life journeys. And usually there's kind of 3 core types of questions we'll start asking ourselves on this journey. What does that mean? How is this going to work? And what do they want from me? And as we're going down our different paths, whether it's personal relationships, intimate relationships, or professional directions, we end up starting to build up anxiety, misunderstandings will happen, and we'll hit overwhelm. Then sometimes it'll be missed opportunities, feeling lonely, or having indecisions in our life, and we end up with some bad, depressing, or frustrating experiences that eventually lead to even deeper forms of fear and anger that'll erupt with us feeling betrayed, defeated, or done. There's the waiting, there's the hot cold, there's the push-pull dynamics. And of course, there is that trial and error, hit and miss cycle or cycles that we end up in, and sometimes they end up in dead-end places. So we end up feeling failure and having to start over again and again and again. What this method delivers instead is effectively figuring out how to raise our game with our ability, our performance, and our results. So we're talking about upgrading and leveling up to prioritized and targeted skills specifically for us and where we're at right now. Dynamic signature techniques that'll start moving us forward, and powerful strategic tool upgrades that'll help us navigate that plan better, easier, and quicker. And so in a nutshell, we'll be upgrading our resourcefulness and our resources by raising up our abilities, our activities, and our achievements with strategic planning skills, prioritized execution tools, optimal performance skills, and effective communication tools so we can hit the mark, which takes us to another level of life success and excellence because we'll be getting closer and closer and hitting that bullseye each and every day. Step 4. Once we have those first 3 steps, we want to start working on leveling ourselves to an aligned mindset mastery level. Again, one piece at a time. This is about freedom and choice in our daily and weekly and monthly lives. And why this is so important is because if we don't resolve, dissolve, and overcome our past stuff to keep it from drudging and coming back up and dragging our baggage forward into our todays and tomorrows, then it starts defining our path. So we don't want that. We don't want it to define who we are today, and we don't want it to define who and what we end up being tomorrow. So our shifting into up-leveled mindset mastery sets us up so we can live more alive, happy, empowered, resilient, without all that baggage coming forward, because we have core clarity of the what, how, when, and why of our life pieces, and we can leave the past behind. So we can wake up daily excited, inspired, energized, motivated, and revitalized to be able to recognize and realize the opportunities, possibilities, and choices that present themselves each and every day, every week, and every month in our lives. And then step 5, the optimal right environments mean everything to us, and this is where the long-term success is really crucial. And conversely, the wrong environments usually spell disaster. Happens over and over again. And why this is so important is because we'll end up with resistant and negative environments around us, which can and will creep in like weeds, and they require vigilant attention to keep corrosive and negative pieces out of our lives. Creating those positive environments by ourselves is very challenging. We need help, support, tools, and skills for our long-term success, or one step forward, 2 steps backward. A lot of our successes or failures come as a direct result of the environment in which we find ourselves, or environments. And because sometimes the problems come from our own old routines, learned mindsets, the memories that we have, the triggers that we have, all from our past. And other times it's the family we keep, the friends, the work environments, and the stuff we surf online, click on social media, or watch on TV, or see in the movies. Those are all part of our atmospheres and environments that influence us. What most people do is change 1 or 2 pieces and stop there, or give in and settle for less than. That's the same reason we make New Year's resolutions that disappear so quickly. And without this positive, supported environment or environments, we usually stop short or settle when it comes to our results and our outcomes, because we don't align our values, our actions, and our dreams. We're just too busy in life, so we work to change 1 or 2 pieces and decide to stop there, and we end up settling for less than. So the right environment is crucial for our long-term success. It's true with our New Year's resolutions. It's true with our dieting, our weight loss, our fitness. It's true with our dreams, our relationship dynamics, and finding personal and professional life success. So we'll also tap into the 4 core life signals and the 7 key core pieces inside of these 5 steps. And the 4 core life success signals are really crucial from the standpoint of relationships, both personally and professionally. So why this is so important is George Bernard Shaw coined it perfectly. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. And as it turns out, this isn't only true with communication, but it's also true with connection and compatibility and chemistry. We want to be able to dial up connection. We want to be able to explore and build compatibility. We want to use effective communication throughout. And we want to use true chemistry, not just in intimate relationships, but personally and professionally. So we know how to explode that charge that's inside of us, that fire that's burning, and get that fire of desire flowing for years and decades, not just a quick honeymoon period. So the 4 core life success signals are a living, breathing, and dynamic foundation for the quality and essence in all of our relationships and journeys in life. And then there's powering up to the 7 key core pieces, which will open up new doors for us of opportunity and possibility that weren't there before. We'll take deeper levels of clarity down a path of aligned vision so that our vision, our thoughts, our words, and our actions are all aligned. We'll be upgrading and getting learnings and insights on our ability and our abilities. We'll review, revise, and harmonize our activity and activities to keep moving them forward. And again, aligning all that stuff, reviewing, revising, harmonizing, all towards that direction that we want to go in. And of course, the mindset pieces is practicing excellence, 1 piece at a time, piece by piece by piece. and building those positive, proactive, and optimized environments and atmospheres so we can get to that dynamic quantum leap synergy place and space to take our touch points, our choice points, our decision points, and transform and transmute them into positive pivot points that create unstoppable tipping points moving us forward. So the dynamic 5-step quantum success breakthrough method is number 1, clarity of vision and planning, the blueprint and the 4 core success breakthrough signals. Step 2, magnetize and supercharge success, so we know how to align and accelerate inviting in our dreams better, easier, and quicker to magnetize and optimize that mapping and planning moving forward. 3, upgrade tools and skills, how to create a prioritized set of roadmaps with upgraded tools and skills with effective strategic planning and action. Step 4, up level to that mindset mastery level so we know the what, why, and how of excellence in mindset mastery so we become and stay inspired, motivated, and resilient. And step 5, clean up and tune into optimal environment. So we'll be practicing tuning in and staying tuned to our ideal environments, which will mean everything when it comes to a lifetime of supported and fulfilled in our lives. I've been there, I've done this, and I've helped lots of clients do this as well. My life story in a nutshell would be 5 big life fails over 4 decades, 3 wives, 2 divorces. It has been one amazing trial and error and hit and miss adventure with 0 big picture regrets. Yeah, there's little pieces that I would, probably want to do over, but for the most part, 0 regrets. But it was 40 plus years of searching for true success, love, and happiness to come walking into my life when it wasn't. I kept knocking on doors, thinking that I was breaking down doors, felt like doors were closing. And then guess what? Finally, this method actually found me. And now I'm living my dreams with my soulmate. So some journeys do take decades. Trial and error, hit and miss, requires time, effort, energy, resources, and learning. Our journeys don't have to anymore. With this method, you'll also discover how to overcome, dissolve, and resolve some of the biggest stealthy, stubborn myths that can and do torpedo our long-term success and happiness. And these are our limiting beliefs, which behave like self-sabotaging spies that are faking us out and taking us out from living our dreams all the time. They can stop us anytime. They'll stand in our way by being in our blind spots, and they'll slow us down by creating confusion and fear. And the number 1 biggest fatal life-killing myth we can all fall into and end up buying into, and the number 1 biggest myth and limiting belief to eliminate is there's something wrong with me, with you, with us. All of us, we end up thinking and feeling at some point we're broken, screwed up. We can't seem to get it right or get things right. We're just not enough. We're not lovable enough. We're not deserving enough. We're not worthy enough. We're not capable enough. We're not strong enough. We're not, fill in your blank, enough. What this method delivers instead is shifting into new beliefs. We're not broken. We're a work in progress. There's nothing wrong with me, with you, with us. We just need to start asking the right insightful questions with this method, using powerful tools with the right dynamic approach, and practicing taking strategic, empowered action and actions into our lives. And why busting these myths matters is because if we don't bust through them, we end up running out of gas and out of time. We end up losing hope and becoming resigned. We end up calling it quits after enough trial and error, hit and miss loops. We end up giving up and giving in and settling for less than. And we end up chasing love without that clarity and understanding and depth, which ends up with heartbroken situations. And then there's our excuses and reasons as to why we can't or won't, or why it won't work out because of what, X, Y, Z, which will also take us out at every turn and at any moment. Because we'll self-sabotage from staying the course and moving forward with these excuses, situations, and circumstances as the reasons why things aren't happening for us. Core clarity with this method will overcome these myths, these excuses, and these issues so we can move forward and upward powerfully in our lives. And because when we have that core clarity with deep awareness and we find the right approach and method, solutions will present themselves and problems are solved. We can shift into this core clarity today with this method. And it's a better, easier, and quicker way to be able to fix and fill in our missing life pieces, to solve our trial and error, hit and miss cycles and loops by working with our Rubik's Cube of life and aligning it piece by piece by piece. And we do that one step at a time. We can avoid waiting years or wasting decades and start getting results in days and weeks and months instead. And you get 100% authenticity in this method because I've lived it for more than 10 plus years now. And because it changed my life and the lives of my clients and friends, I want to make a difference in other people's lives daily if possible. And it truly is a blessing when you're able to start creating, giving, growing, and receiving all at the same time. So start making your dreams come true now. The better, easier, and quicker way does exist. So in front of us are the possibilities and the costs of missed opportunities, and those are our choice points and our pivot points. It's true today, it was true yesterday, it'll be true tomorrow. So what we don't want to do is have our heart space and our deepest desires take us down a path where we end up feeling like we're an abandoned boat on a deserted beach, feeling like our heart space is getting closed, feeling trapped, broken, pieces missing, and it's game over. So 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So why not throw off the bow lines and sail away from the safe harbor so you can catch the trade winds in your sails of possibilities and opportunities? Explore, dream, and discover. It's a wonderful way to be. Because guess what? Time keeps ticking and the years keep passing. But instead, you can imagine yourself as you would like to be, doing what you want to do. And each day, take one step towards your dream. And guess what? One morning you'll find you're the person you dreamed of doing what you want to do. So if you're ready to set sail today, the Quantum Success Breakthrough Method will take you there. One day and one step at a time. And this one's all mine. Life is like a poem, a painting, a play, a song, and a tapestry. And we're all weavers and creators of our own destiny. So let's continue building on what's working and let's work on what needs building. And most importantly, let's create our ideal heart, desire, life masterpieces. So yes, this will work for you if you decide, choose, and commit to doing the work now. So decide, choose, commit. It's either for you or it's not. If you want to bring the courage, the willingness, and desire to set sail today, well then guess what? The Quantum Success Breakthrough Method will get you there. Take your deepest desires, magnetize and supercharge attraction, open up doors of new possibilities and opportunities. Align that Rubik's Cube of life, fix and fill in the missing pieces, and do it all one piece at a time so that it's mapped out in a beautiful blueprint, and then it's got a roadmap and it's got a plan for how to execute that roadmap. So if this is for you, you know what to do. Go to www.forbetterlivingnow.com/yes to now. So live your dreams. You can do it now. It might take a little while, but it can certainly be quicker, easier, and better than other methods that are out there. So if you want to live your dreams, this is where you can go if you want to get the method going for you. So thank you so much. This has been a Tuning into the One and For Better Living Now video from the For Better Living Now side of the family. And as always, thank you for sharing your time and for checking out this channel. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel. I'm going to start making lots of videos on a regular basis again after the break with COVID. And if this method is for you, you know what to do. forbetterlivingnow.com/yes to now. Link will also be below. So if you want to reach me in an email or communicate with me, please reach out at hello@forbetterlivingnow.com. This is Milan signing off for now and saying bye. See you soon.